Welcome back to another video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tapping into the frequency. Remember to be love. We're checking out Borderlands, a bunch of Borderlands stuff today. I'm probably only gonna do, I had plans to do Vex's like trailer and Ralpha's so far in this video, but I might do the gameplay and then chop up the Vex and the story trailer and stuff. So, and then do the last two when the last two Vault Hunters story comes out. But other than that, let's hop in and yeah, let's go. No long intro. I figured it out. We're gonna do the story and the gameplay trailer, then we're gonna do the characters after. I think that's proper. So let's start. Guys, by the way, if you don't know about me, I've been playing Borderlands since I've been 13, dude. I've played every single game in the series, and yeah, man. So if you're new here, that's a little bit of my repertoire and history with the game. It's definitely by far one of my favorite game like series in the industry. So yeah, I'm barely here right now. Let's go. Alrighty.
You are no longer a Vault Hunter. You may have had free will out there in the myriad galaxies. But here, on Kairos, you serve the use I have for you.
Our minds fly free, beyond his control. Now, it's your turn.
I will return to the Timekeeper's side. We rule forever.
Heard you were rounding up some Vault Hunters. Reporting for duty, boss.
That's the boy. Claptrap's back. Okay.
My savior?
Oh, Vault Hunters! This will hurt!
A toast
Ooh.
to our hero.
Why should you get to be free? All you do is destroy. We lead a strike team to the fortress, and then we make him pay.
Oh, Vex looks awesome. Dude, oh man, okay. A lot. All right, I think before I even start talking about the story trailer, I'm gonna watch the gameplay one and then we're gonna talk about it. But if you remember my original video, I said that I didn't think the character designs were that bad when they came out. I thought they were pretty cool, but they definitely look slightly a bit more refined. I can't even really tell the difference. They look slightly more refined. I also thought she was one of the Vault Hunters. She gives me, I don't know if any of y'all know or remember, but from Dragon Age, she gives me the same vibe as the one woman who was, what was it? Dragon Age Inquisition. Who was it? I think she was like the Ice Witch. You go to meet her and she could join your, she's like royalty. Oh my gosh, let me see if I can pull her up really quickly, see if you guys know. Boom, right here, Vivian from Dragon Age Inquisition. If any of y'all know, if you know, you know. Pretty sure she was an ice mage. But yeah, she gives me the same vibe, like same energy. Maybe Borderlands got a little bit of a Vivian fan in there. Like literally same vibe, just different color scheme and like a cool eye. But yeah, Vivian vibes. Anyways, okay, we're gonna get on to the gameplay trailer now. So let's do this. Okay, here we go. We got the gameplay trailer.
What use is a vault hunter? What use is a killer? Of brutes. A rule-breaking, loot-taking, running and gunning natural disaster. You are, in a word, mayhem. I take that personally.
Nothing wrong, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of hot. No, nothing wrong with a little bit.
It's so cute. Yo.
Be advised, a citywide curfew has been enacted. Violators will be shot on sight.
Ooh, that guy looks crazy. That was fucking heat. Hold on. Yo, okay. Alrighty, hang on. All right. What I'm gonna say really quickly. See, they cooked. They cooked here. The story trailer and the gameplay trailer are heat, bro. They're really going off. Like, whoever's the editor and whoever they hired for, like, just to put the clips together, sync the clips and everything, like put the bullets on time with some of the beats of the song. Dude, I love when gameplay trailers do some sort of beat sync. It just, it like, you can feel it in your body, bro. It feels so good. But also another thing too, is I was watching this dude's video. All right, here we go. We're back. I just looked back at my last clip that I recorded and I kind of cracked up because dude, I was like, I sounded like Ashton Hall and he was like, damn. That was funny. Anyways, all right. What I wanted to say was, where were we in the last clip? The beat syncs and everything. I absolutely appreciate the art of editing. I've been editing my entire life, and back in high school when I really started to do it, the first thing I started with was syncing up like Assassin's Creed videos to like dope songs, like doing some Assassin's Creed AMVs. So I absolutely appreciate when trailers get some solid music and editing to like just the action that goes on. Borderlands, I feel like, has always been good with that. They pick pretty good, like they do good with their marketing. But I'm glad to see what's going on with Borderlands 4. It seems like, from what I've heard through the grapevine, is that what it is? The grapevine. A lot of YouTubers and stuff, even though I still take everything with a grain of salt, are saying like this is going to be the one that might save the franchise. And, you know, I'm glad to hear it, because to me, Borderlands 3 did just like, I don't know, the story and stuff. I'm not sure. I really don't know what went wrong there. I liked Tiny Tina's Wonderlands because it combined two of my favorite things. It was like D&D and Borderlands, so I kind of had like a little special place in my heart for it. I don't think that was well received either. So I'm really hoping Borderlands 4 really comes back with a lot. I like the character cast. So I heard from a different guy that I was watching was that people said like these didn't really feel like Vault Hunters when they were first like showcased. And I guess my own little 2 cents on that is they kind of did. You would kind of, it's like, I do get that certain heroes, but okay, you know what it is? And I think he made this point, but I can't remember. It is how they're presented. So like, you know, if you just have 4 random characters in a normal world, like Lilith, Roland, or whatever, and they don't have like this amazing special effects crew behind them, you're really not going to know. You're not going to tell the difference between a normal pedestrian on the street and a Vault Hunter. But I also feel like, you know, at least in a spiritual sense for me, in this whole thing is you kind of, sometimes you're out in public and you kind of spot a person or two who, you know, in your own perspective, depending, because perception's reality, who got aura. You know what I'm saying? You kind of pick up on a few people who kind of like stand out sometimes out in public when you're out. Some individuals that may look like they're just like slightly, even if they're like the odd one out. So it's like a two-way thing for me. When I heard that, I was like, yo, he made a really great point. But also maybe that was really mainly the reason, is like they just weren't presented very well. But he also made a point that I think he was accepting arguments or something that the Vault Hunters in the past games, you can't tell him that they actually stood out. And to me, the way they presented them, though, low key, really did make them stand out. But I think that was also his point. And the whole point I was just making is, yeah, if you present like 4 individuals properly, you could probably freaking. But also, I don't know. It's just a matter of perception, because I feel like if you take a random bandit in the series and present them right, they're not going to be Krieg. Like, Krieg was cool, like his, you know. So I don't know. But to me, I never really had an issue with the 4 Vault Hunters. I think it's cool that they got like Thorfinn. I said it in the last one. Not really Thorfinn. This would be Thorfinn Senior. They got Thorfinn Senior. Vex is cool. She got this cool like aesthetic. Rafa, I think Rafa's dope too. He gives me the commander feel, like he's gonna be like really big on this whole, the characters who want like, or the people who play the game who want sort of like, literally when I look at them, it's like this. The girl right here, all the way on, well, on their right, but my left, she gives like the like kind of scientist, engineering, Moe's, like, but less on the military side of Moe's feel. Then the Siren gives me this rocker like Lilith aesthetic, which you can kind of see the continuation of that same theme throughout all the Sirens in the past game. They have this like rock star feel, this kind of like rocker or dark pixie type feel. Even I forgot her name in Borderlands 3, but I liked her as a Siren as well, who, even though her like abilities were also like this Hindu, you know, multiple armed Shiva god type manifestation of her powers, it was still like this dark kind of cosmic feel. So all the Sirens have had that felt. And then they bring in a straight Viking who is more like, you know, Vikings, beast, who Flak was a beast tamer. So you see what I'm saying? They kind of have this feel. Even like, well, Mordecai just had a bird, he's kind of like Zero. But even like the assassins and the more commando type figures are like Rafa. Like Rafa really feels like, what's his name? Was it Axton? I might be confusing games. I've played so many games. But, you know, that he has the more soldiery feel. He feels like he fits like right alongside there. And I feel like they have that sort of formula that they follow. So it's cool that we get like a real big berserker character now again. Because he feels like a mix of Krieg, Flak, the more gonna be like the, I don't know, he feels like a berserker type character. So he'd be what, taking more damage, but they also deal a lot of damage. I forgot. Berserkers are an interesting thing, but you know, light armor stuff, he looks cool. And I am excited to see what they do with the customization in this game. It feels like it's going to be super heat for these characters. And let's talk about the story trailer aside from that, because I dig the characters. I like them. There's some solid Vault Hunters. So it sounds like our main villain in this game is the Timekeeper, which is so funny, bro, because my like best friend's nickname is the Timekeeper, and the voice actor also sounds familiar. He sounds like, I can't put my tongue on who it is, but it sounds so familiar. It sounds like they got some familiar like voice actors and brought some people back, of course, for like Zane. But so we got some Elon Musk brain chip stuff going on for this storyline, which is cool. And the Vault Hunters are starting off captured in this one. I can't remember what they started off in the last one, to be fair. And it looks like they're in the cutscenes. Dude, their pose so dope, bro. Dude, Rafa's farming, man. Nah, they all look so heat, bro. They look so cool, dude. I don't know. What did they do? It feels like they didn't change much, but I don't know why they look like they just got like, they got energy, bro. I love this. Hold on. I gotta grab this, bro. I gotta grab this. I'm gonna hit a that might be the thumbnail. I don't know. But they're landing with this. But it looks like they're in jail. They're captured at first, and then they're implanted with some stuff.
Free will out there in the myriad galaxies.
Dude, this voice actor is so familiar.
I have for you.
Ugh, dude, some Neuralink shit. That sucks.
Our minds fly free beyond his control.
She immediately reminds me of the siren from the very first game, Commander whatever.
It's your turn.
I will return to the Timekeeper's side.
And then we got like a big brute character who seems like he was the left hand or right hand man of the Timekeeper. But he also, his body was shifting in the gameplay trailer, like he's got some weird thing. Dude, it almost feels like there needs to be a trio of these guys. He looks like the Timekeeper and him look very similar, but he looks like the Timekeeper is like, bro, I don't even know what to say. I can't find the words. I'm saying like so much because I'm super excited with this. What do I even say? It looks as though he's like family with the Timekeeper. And it feels like there should be triplets. There should be a third one of them or something. I don't know. They look like a certain race. I don't know if they're artificially just grown. I'm not sure. But anyways, we get another look at. I don't know their. I don't think I know his name yet. I can't remember. Yeah, man, Rafa.
For duty, boss.
And then we get the Zane return. I'm hyped for that. Claptrap's, of course, Claptrap's gonna be back.
My savior?
Yeah, it's good. Let me see. The music in this is also really, really good. Then we got Moxie returning, which, high key, how old is Moxie? Oh, this is a different siren right here.
Our hero.
Is there still the whole lore thing of there's only a certain amount of sirens at a time? She looks like a really cool siren.
Hero.
Yeah, Moxie and Zane. Dude. Is that one of his clones right there? No. This guy, it's because it kind of seemed like the old design. Dude, Moxie's got to be like, how old is Moxie? Like 100? How far after the events of the last game is this also? I wonder.
Why should you get to be free? All you do is destroy. We lead a strike team to the fortress, and then we make him pay.
I love the voice acting, man. It sounds good, dude. I feel like whoever designed that creature, it was like a chance to put a dragon worm in the game. Break free. I like that too. So this whole idea, so I'm assuming like, because from the other trailers, it was like this gigantic, it was the moon, right? That Lilith teleported or whatever, and it ripped open this barrier hiding this planet that they're on. So break free, I'm assuming what they're under some sort of reign as that guy in the beginning, the Timekeeper. Sounds like he's keeping a lot of people trapped in time. I'm assuming it's some weird thing with the government and breaking free from how it sounds. This sounds awesome, dude. This sounds like it's right up my alley. I'm ready for it. I'm gonna keep a very open mind, because again, Borderlands, I don't know, like what they did with the movie, Tiny Tina's for people, and especially for me personally, but then, was, I don't know. Let's see. It's like what's giving me trouble is I want to be excited for certain games, and Borderlands is a AAA title, right? And I want to be excited for it, but I'm just so nervous that the marketing and everything is good, and I don't know really who to like trust. I really do wish sometimes I was at these play tests, maybe one day, because I know I can be a voice that some people can really trust and give my feelings on the game, and I just don't know when there's certain Borderlands content creators or just creators in general who go to test the game. I'm not sure who maybe, you know, paid off. I don't know if their contract, they're literally, I know they most likely they're allowed to say, you know, a certain thing. Like if Borderlands team, they want them to be honest, whatever. It's just, I just don't know. I'm just so unsure. And that bothers me because this is a game close to my heart. And I'm really just unsure of as of late with a lot of what's been happening in gaming. So I'm not really sure. Like I want to be excited, but I'm just being so mindful to like keep the bar very low so that if my bar is really low, it's like I won't get disappointed. Cause I don't know, dude. I grew up with Borderlands and it's hard. I want to be excited, but something still feels like I kind of watched a couple videos that didn't have any spoilers to what was going on, but just like old news stuff. And I just don't know, man. You know, they're from certain content creators who main Borderlands. And it's like, if you main a game and you really are in love with a game, sometimes you could have bias for it and you won't all the way say exactly how you're feeling. Or maybe some creators are afraid to speak out on how they truly feel because of certain connections. I just don't know. And I don't know what creators there are because I don't really watch Borderlands creators like that. So I'm not sure who's really giving the real, you know. It's tough to discern sometimes, but I don't know. I just got to play and see for myself. And don't pre-order. Anyways, much love. In Moonlight, we're going to go check out the other character trailers. And I'll be much more high energy. Kind of got to go out today. So I'm just kind of getting this one out because I feel like I definitely have to make a video on this. Like I'm going to have Borderlands videos out. I think some of the first videos on my channel are me just commentating over Borderlands gameplay. But yeah, so... All right, much love in Moonlight. We will see. I'm excited for it, though. I don't know. I'm excited. I hope it has a way better story than the last game. Honestly, not even, well, than Borderlands 3. And, you know, again, just, of course, create the game that they want to make because game developers are fucking amazing. The stuff that they have to go through and the work that they have to go through. But also, really, when you're making a game for the fans or you're making a game for the people, really listen to what the people like. Don't fall into this pressure of the, I don't know, the industry, whatever upper overlord is really making games, like put in certain, like, you know, the politics and stuff. Just keep that shit out of game. Keep that shit out of games. Make the games fun. Serve as a proper escapism. All right, I'm done here. Much love and Moonlight. Peace.